Here is the story of our bedroom transformation, and while it's not amazing, I thought I'd take you along on the journey. So, once upon a time, this is what it used to look like with the very old bedspread, and it is a work in progress, so I'm just sharing to bring you along the journey. So I decided that I wanted a little space to be able to do some overhead craft and just have a little quiet space where I could do my own thing. So we've got the little side hall table that's there with a mirror and some decorative bits and pieces, and we moved it to the side. There was a big tall mirror that I found on the side of the road, naturally, so I've just moved that out of the way for now and given the area a bit of a clean. I found this desk and chair on the side of the road, of course I did. But I also noticed that in grabbing the table, it's been out left in the weather, and there were a couple of bumps and things on the table that I just wasn't sure what to do with. So then I got this next desk from someone on our Buy Nothing group, and I spent a while cleaning it up because they've had it in their shed for a while. There's a little bit of rust on the handle, so I spent some time cleaning that up as well. With a little bit of hubby's help, I managed to get this back together again. And in the corner it went with the chair and a couple of the frames to hold phones so I could do overhead shots because I was going to do some diamond art and also start the junk journaling. Fast forward to probably 6 months down the track, because I can see some Christmas stuff there. We have a conglomerate of a mess. We have lights in here. We have a whole pile of junk journaling things and just so much stuff. The plan is that it's going to get moved out into this corner of the study where my daughter used to have her little art studio, but she's since moved it to her bedroom, and so this space is available. And at the time, this was the plan. A couple of months later, probably like 6 months, and we're looking at this mess, and this is when we also had just started the 1,000 item declutter challenge. So sharing with you, as you can see, the progress. It doesn't take long for things to get out of hand, and I struggle to stay on task with things, so it takes me a while to get around. Thanks to the 1,000 item declutter challenge, I've been moving systematically from room to room to room and have been able to declutter quite a lot of things. You've already seen me pull out a lot of these bags from different camera angles because I've been very careful with what I've been showing, and I filmed this and saved it for down the track. I didn't really get rid of much. I just kind of piled it all in the corner, and then it gets moved out to get donated. So as you can see, the pile of pillows that are on the bed, which have gone to people in the Buy Nothing group, and then underneath the desk is just bags and bags of stuff that I threw here because the lounge room was already full with bags, the car was full, ready to go. The laundry I don't think had been finished by now. Oh, I was just showing you that I managed to find the other shoe to one of my daughter's pair of shoes, so now we can declutter that, and we added that to the number of stuff we got rid of. And then we just have lots and lots of other things here that are getting moved out to part of the shed so they can then go in the car. It took quite a few runs because I'm only down to the donation area once a week to get rid of everything, but we finally got there. For those of you who have been following the 1,000 item declutter, you'll know that I'm not very good at being organized, and systems just don't really work for me. So I just had to keep working on my own idea of what was what. And the first pass through, there were some things like, maybe I'll keep that. And then on the second pass, I'm like, no, I definitely need to get rid of that. So things got pulled out of cupboards and then moved onto piles to be dealt with later. And then those piles either got moved or they got dealt with. So it was a little bit of a longer process to go through everything, and we're still going through all the rest of the house, and we will get there, but we need to get there in our own time because it's just the way that it works. As I've mentioned before, I did see a video online, I think it's the Space Makers, and she just films like day after day after day. So their vlogs are like 45 minutes to an hour because they sit there and they film, what about this? Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, we'll keep it. And then they just start moving through and touching everything and going through it. And it just seemed like a more logical way of doing things, because I was watching people online and thinking, wow, they're able just to go get rid of it, donate it, keep it, get rid of it. And my brain doesn't work that quickly. It's always that, but I could use this one day. And I will get around to doing quite a lot of things I do, but I've got decluttering in my way. I've got real life things to do and just a whole lot of other stuff. So once I can get things done step by step, as I said, everything can just get in line and it can wait its turn. We will get there. We'll just get there eventually. So I am just systematically moving things either into the spare area that we have, because it's where I will eventually set up the craft area, and putting a couple of things back where they belong. For some reason, the Christmas paper ended up back in the cupboard. I do not know. And then I'm also just doing massive groupings of stuff. So I have a couple of baskets here, and anything loose that was on the table just went into the basket so it could get moved. And when I'm ready to unpack and set everything up, I will take the time to be able to do it. You see me just scratching my head a lot and moving from bit to bit and just kind of touching random things. And I keep moving things from pile to pile because at this point in time, I'm overwhelmed. All I want to do is get all of this stuff out. But I feel like I'm trying to do it systematically, but it's also just not working. And there's some things that I still need to deal with, but I know that if I leave the room to go and deal with some of these things, I won't make it back. And my whole goal today was just to clean off this area. So all I'm doing is really picking up as much stuff as I can to take it out, to go and pile it up in another room. And for some people, they're like, you're just double handling things. I probably am, but I need to get this area clean. That is priority number one. This chair is still in the bedroom, and that IKEA table from earlier is back in the bedroom. You would have seen me in a vlog sit down and go, I feel like I'm reading the news, because this area then was going to become my YouTube filming area. But the problem is, with a very super clean room and with floors that we have, it's very echoey, and I haven't set up my microphone properly yet. So I put the little table back where it belongs, and that helps to hold any of the pillows, and underneath is my laundry basket. And then, yeah, as I said, where I'm standing right now, there is just a single desk with a chair. I don't have any after footage, sorry, because I filmed all of this on my other phone. But I gave the area a really good sweep, and overall I'm really happy with what I have done, because yeah, it just feels a lot less stuff in there. I know they say keep your bedroom as a bedroom, which was also the goal. As I said, I was going to turn it into a little YouTube filming studio, which would have just been the table and a little bookcase with a plant behind it. This is the area that we have just dumped everything in for now. It's a work in progress, and eventually I'm thinking that it will come into the office over here, but that's going to be a project for another time. But I just thought that I would sneaky that in and let you know. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you. I thought I would just share what's been going on behind the scenes, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.